Alright, today we're going to learn how to sketch trigonometric graphs. Okay, we'll start with this. So basically you need to know the shape of the normals sine x and cosine x. Alright, so how does the y equals to sine x look like? It will be an N shape and then the U shape. So this will be an x, y, and this graph is called y equals to sine x. Now this is something you need to know. What is the final angle here? You must remember that this is 360. Alright, so this is the primary thing you need to remember. Okay, next, I need to draw cosine x. So I'll start from here. Okay, you will have to practice this later on. So this is y, this is x. Now what number is this? For your cosine x, 1. And what number is at the bottom? Negative 1. What number is here? 360. What number is here for your sine x? 1. And the minimum? Negative 1. Okay. So you need to memorize. Initially, you will be a bit lost. After a while, if you do your homework, you will remember. So the first step is to do this. That's why I need to record the steps. Number 1, you tell me what is the maximum point. So what is the maximum? And the minimum. Okay, so what you do is this. For the maximum point, you do negative 2 times what number? Okay, 1 or negative 1, right? Okay, because I'm a teacher, I know it's negative 1. Then I plus the 3. Because the smallest you can go is negative 1. Okay, so if I multiply, answer is 5. Okay, that is my maximum. Now I go to my minimum now. Negative 2 multiplied by the biggest number you can have is a 1, right? I want something that is very small, so I want something that is very negative. So negative 2 plus 3, answer is 1. So I got my maximum, I got my minimum. Now, what is my line of inflection? My line of inflection is y equals to 3. And the last thing to set up is, I need the period. So the period is given by 360 over, yes, what's the b value? 2. So what does it mean? One cycle is 180. I need to draw until 360. So I should have 2 cycles. Okay, so how you draw is like this. First, you draw a y-axis. Okay, if you want, you can draw the x-axis at the same time. I know it's going to be 1 and 5, right? So I draw it a bit higher like this. Okay, again, I know my minimum is 1, my maximum is 5. Okay? So I'm going to put here as 1, and I put here as 5. Now, where is my line of inflection? What number? What number? 3, So my line of inflection, can you please use the dotted line? Do you know why I use the dotted line? Yeah, you won't confuse with the x-axis. So this is a 3. Easy? You put the maximum, you put the minimum, you draw the line of inflection, and finally, what do you think I want to do? I want to draw how many cycles? I want to draw until 360. I need to draw 2 cycles, which is why I say you must know the primary shape. So it goes like this. Go up to the maximum, go down to the minimum, and end here. Go 1 more cycle. Go up to the maximum, go down to the minimum, and end here. So what is this number down here? 360. And please label the 360 on the x-axis. Don't go and label on the dotted line or I will faint. So label down here. And what is this number here? Okay. Now you can continue to subdivide into half, but I just show you these 2 numbers. Okay, if you want to sub it half some more, yes, this can be what number here? 270, and finally 90. Okay, can we have this understanding? Can we have at least 4 numbers for your x-axis?
Is that necessary?
I want it. Just put 4. Minimally 4. So now this graph will be for y equals to positive, right? Positive sign, but because it's a negative sign, all right, so we got to draw the inverted version, which is this way. Okay, and we want the red one and not the black one. So this is one thing we have to be mindful of. By the way, don't draw the black one. Do not draw the black one. I just draw and show you that's not the one. So it should be the one that's in red. First, can do together. What is the maximum minimum? It's a positive. So maximum, how do you get 2? 3 times 1 minus 2 is 1. Minimum 3 times negative 1 minus 2 is negative 5. Yes, just now you all like to ask which one maximum, which one minimum? The bigger number maximum, the smaller number minimum. Okay, just treat it like that. So if I have labeled this wrongly, I just erase, I put this minimum, I put this maximum. The big number is maximum, small number is minimum. Okay, what is the next thing you like to put? Thank you. Line of inflection. You can go in any order you like. Do you realize I didn't put the amplitude? The amplitude no need. Amplitude I know is 3 from this number. Okay, line of inflection. What is the line of inflection? Y. And finally, I need the period. Okay, now for period, for sine and cosine are the same. So the period will be 360 over b. So 360 over half and equals to 720 degrees. Now, the question asked me to draw until 720. Just nice one cycle. If they ask me to draw until 1440, 2 cycles. If they ask me to draw until 360, just half a cycle. Okay? Now, one last thing to check is not negative, so it's a normal cosine curve. Okay, let's draw the y-axis from 1 to negative 5. So I don't need so much of the positive side. Okay, 1. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Can you please use a ruler and make sure it is proportional, please. Make sure it's proportional. Any question? Got lah. If not proportional, how? Then it depends on my mood when I mark. Correct. You subject yourself to this type of scrutiny when you don't do it proportionally. Okay, now what is the line of inflection? I always put this as a third one because this is always the third thing that I do. Where is the line of inflection? Come on. Negative 2, y equals to negative 2. Where do I start for cosine? I start from here. Okay, follow. Cannot stop. Okay, and you end here. Now, what are the 4 numbers that I need? This number is one period, 720. And half of it here will be 360. And down here, look at my marker here. This is the place that is 540. This is the place. So I'm going to dot it up here, 540. And finally, down here, this is 180. And we are done. Okay, so that's how you sketch the cosine curve.